Selling printable invitation templates on Etsy is a great way to earn extra income. You can easily do this in Canva, and all your customer has to do is simply edit, download, and then print out. Hey, I'm Lauren Keys, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to make printable invite templates in Canva to sell on Etsy. Now, the example that I'm going to use today is a kid's party invite. I will show you how to make the printable version first, and make sure you watch until the end of the video, where I will also show you how to make a mobile digital invitation as well. Now, I know what you're thinking, isn't party invitations like already pretty saturated on Etsy? Well, yes, invites in general, all event invitations are pretty competitive on Etsy. But in saying that, if you can niche down and focus on a particular segment within invitations, you have a great chance of breaking into it. Now, I have not made money on Etsy selling printable invitations, but I do know how to make them because I recently opened up a store selling party invitations, but I had to refocus and I just realized I couldn't commit to that store. So I am no longer doing that store as of now, but I have made over $30,000 selling social media Canva templates. And here's the thing. Once you know how to make one Canva template, you can then go on to make many other templates and then obviously increase your income.
Okay, so the first thing I would highly recommend you do is to purchase some clip art online to use in your invitations. Now, I use Creative Fabrica. They have some really good monthly subscriptions and you can cancel anytime. I use Creative Fabrica. I've got an affiliate link in the description below. Let's just say you want to do like a party invitations for kids. You want to use dinosaurs. You would just go to the search bar here and type in, whatever it is that you are looking for. Something I highly recommend here is make sure you are always reading the licensing terms and agreements and all that important stuff before purchasing things. That is really, really important. So here on Creative Fabrica, it actually allows you to read their licenses. So every download and purchase includes our commercial license. Read about our license. So you want to always be doing this. It doesn't matter where you're purchasing your graphics, your images from. You always want to be making sure that you're very clear on what's included in the license there. Okay. Now you could use Canva's own elements, like all their graphics and images. I just find it really limiting, especially if you only want to use the free elements. So that's why I recommend that you actually go and purchase graphics. So the example I'm going to use in today's tutorial is this Kids Under the Sea birthday party invite. So I'm going to take you through how I created all of this. As you can see, these beautiful sea animal graphics here, I purchased them on Creative Fabrica. So once you purchase your clip art, your graphics, you're going to go and save them to your computer. Then you're going to upload them into Canva by clicking Upload Files here. And then you just have them all sitting here, so it's just really easy for you to create your designs. Now I want you to just take note here that as I try and click on these images here, notice how nothing's happening. It's like they're just stuck in place. That's what you want for your invites, particularly if you're purchasing your graphics, your clip arts, so that your customers are not able to actually extract individual graphics, because that also goes against a lot of the licensing that comes when you purchase these types of things. So as you can see, the only things that are editable in this invite, it's just the text, and that's how we want it to be. So let's get into the tutorial. So once you're logged into your Canva account, and you can do this with a free Canva account as well, you want to head to the top right hand corner where it says create a design, and then we're going to go all the way to the bottom where it says custom size. And we are going to do this in inches. So the size for these printable invites is 5 by 7 inches. And we're going to create a new design. So you'll be brought to a blank page that looks like this. And so what I recommend you do is to, first of all, change the title of this particular design. So when your customer opens up this particular template, it just looks nice and professional. So this is a Boys Under the Sea birthday invite. Perfect. Then you want to head over to the left-hand side here where it says File, and we want to show you want to go to view settings and then show the print bleed. This is important for printing, just to make sure that, all the stuff that you want to be included is in the actual design. It doesn't get like cut off, or, you get like, white bits. So let's start with the foundation, the basis of the actual invitation. So it doesn't matter what kind of invitation you're doing. I always highly recommend that you start off with doing the text, like all the details, the name, the date, all that sort of stuff. So let's go and do that. So to do that, you would just head over to the left-hand side here where it says text. You'd click on that and then click add a heading and then enter your text. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to just add in all the different sections that I want in this particular invite, and I'm going to keep them in separate text boxes. So what I mean by that is I'm not going to add everything within there. I'm going to go back here to click, I'm going to click add a heading, and then that's going to be like the date, and then this one will be like the name, and then this one will be like the, how old they're turning, etc. So I'll show you that now. Okay, so I've got all my text prepared. I've got the layout there. I'm pretty happy with that. So now that I've done that, I want to go and actually make this more prettier. So I'll change the fonts, I'll change the colors of them. And I just want to throw in here too, for the smaller text, I actually did not click on add a heading. I did add a subheading. So to change the font, you just highlight the text. You head up here to the top left-hand corner here where you've got all the list of fonts, and then you can browse through here and choose your fonts. And I always recommend using the free fonts. Okay, anything that has a little crown next to it like this, it's a paid font. I'd stay away from that. So because this is a kids birthday party invite, I'm going to go with like a theme of like kids writing. So I know exactly which ones they are because I've used them prior. So they're just going to be sitting here. So I like this font, Mary Kate. Yep, I like that one. And then I also like this one here. So I generally like to keep no more than 3 fonts. I don't like to use more than 3 fonts in a design. So those two are they don't clash too much. So I'm just going to go through and change all of the fonts. Okay, so all the fonts are changed. Now I'm just going to start editing and making things look nicer. So I'm going to actually make this text bigger. So to make the text bigger, you just highlight it and then drag it out to the size that you want it to be. Now I'm going to go and change the color of the text. So to change the text color, you just highlight the text, head up to this little A symbol here. It says text color, and then you can choose a new color. So there'll be lots of colors to choose from. If there's a color here that you don't particularly like, if there's a color here that you have in mind but it's not here, let's just say it's like a violet tone but you don't see it here, just go to obviously like purple. And then you would head over here where it says add a new color, and then you can just like move your cursor, your mouse around until you find the color that you like, such as that, for example. But for this tutorial, I'm going to use the color blue and purple. Okay, so that looks pretty good there. Now I'm going to go and change the background color, and I would like to use an image from the Canva library. So I'm going to head over here to elements, and I'm just going to type in like a blue background. So I might actually type in rainbow. Yeah, blue rainbow background. And I always filter, I go up here to filter to make sure I always get the free images. So, and I scroll down here and I click on free. And then I'm going to go into photos and have a look at all the free rainbow background pictures that I could use. think I'm just going to go with this one. And to make that as the whole background image, you just click on the 3 dots more, set as background image. Now that's quite purpley, but what I'm going to do is actually try and move it over to the blue. Yeah, so now we have blue. I'm happy with that. It's a little bit dark against these colors, so I'm going to lighten it by going to transparency up here and just lightening that so I can see the text clearer, and so the other images will be able to be viewed easier as well. So yeah, I think that's okay. Now I'm going to start adding the actual graphics, the clip art that I purchased, to this design. So generally, I like to just play around. So I'll pick and choose what, pretty much I'm just going to make a scene, an under the sea little scene here with all the graphics that I've got here. Don't get upset with yourself if, you're like trying and you're not really getting it. It doesn't look good. It actually it's part of the creative process to just play around with, different looks and see how it goes, and just, throw things together without it needing to be perfect, and just have fun. So I would just continue, playing around with like all the different graphics and, turning them around and popping them on the side here, and just, moving things around until I'm happy with the overall look. Now this invite is not quite finished, meaning like there's obviously more graphics I want to put in there, but because it's just a tutorial, I just want to show you the next steps, which is really, really important. So once you've finished your design, okay, you've put in all your elements, all your graphics, you're happy with it. What we want to do next is we want to flatten out everything so that, see how when you hover over these graphics, like you can obviously move them. We don't want that, because potentially what could happen is your customer could, download this template and they could actually extract this image on its own and then potentially go and sell that. And that's actually not allowed. So to combat that, what we do is we flatten everything, meaning everything like just stays stuck and in place and it cannot be edited. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So what we want to do first is we want to keep all our hard work of our text. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this. And to copy, you just head up to this arrow here. It's a little cross symbol and you click on duplicate. So make sure that you add a page on where you can actually copy the text to. So all you do is just click add a page. And then you move that copied text onto that blank page. Okay. Then what you want to do here is just get rid of all the text. And then this is how we are going to, really what we're doing is we are saving this entire background, our design here. We're going to save it as just one big image. So I always like to just highlight everything and group it when I do this, just so that, when it's downloaded, all the formatting is right. You probably don't have to do this, but I like to just always be extra cautious there. So I'm just going to group it. And as you can see, the bleed lines here. So all the stuff that is outside the dotted line there, that will not be printed. So that's why it's important that you have that showing so you know exactly what's going to be included. So then what you want to do from here is you want to click on share. And all you want to do is just download. Now, don't mind me. It does say that I have 3 pages in this design. Because of something that I was doing before, but you would only have 2 pages at this point. So just ignore that. So what you want to do is you want to keep it as PNG, because we're going to save it as an image. Unclick 1 to 3, and it's just page 2 there. that we want to download as an image. So select pages, current page, page 2, download. So once you guys have downloaded your design as a image, a PNG image, you want to upload it into your Canva account, and then we're going to add it to the background. So I like to just set it as the background image, and there you have it. Now guys, if you're getting value from this video, hit that like button and subscribe. So as you can see here, nothing is editable. You can't move around the images. Your customer will not be able to extract any of those graphics. The only thing that is editable here is obviously the text, which is exactly what we want. Now, once you are happy with your design, once you've gone through and checked for spelling errors and the formatting, just make sure everything's centered and lined up really well. Now you're going to generate your template link. So you head up to share in the top right hand corner, and you just want to head down here where it says template link. And this is the link that you will be adding into your thank you download file. So that PDF that gets uploaded into Etsy, you're going to copy this link. So you click copy, and then you're going to paste it into that thank you PDF file. And this is just an example thank you PDF file that I have here. So you are going to paste that template link into this PDF file. So we just add on text and what was that? That was a boys under the sea party invite. So I'm going to add that template link here. So we just highlight the text, and then it says link there, and then we just paste in the link we just copied. Okay, and so this thank you PDF, this is what the customer will download in Etsy once they have purchased from you. They'll open this PDF file and they're going to click on this link, and then it is going to bring them to this, and then they're going to be able to edit and do whatever they want to it. And then and this is where you need to be thorough with your instructions. Even in that thank you PDF, in your description, your listing description, you want to just let them know, what they need to, how they need to print it out, where they can print it out, the types of paper. What they're going to be generally doing is PDF print, is downloading it in PDF print so that it's just of a higher quality. They can download it in PNG. I've done that before and they turn out really well. So you just want to really be thorough with exact instructions and give them some great helpful tips. So what you would do next is you would save this you would download it, and you want to make sure you're downloading it as PDF standard because there's a link in there. If you download it in anything else here, they're not going to be able to click on a link. So you download it PDF standard, and then you will upload this PDF into Etsy where you upload the digital file for them to purchase. I will link my video on how to do this right here and also at the end of this video. So now I want to show you how to actually turn this invite into a mobile digital invite. So we're going to start with that original design that we were creating first, where we were actually able to move things around, okay? So make sure you are always making copies of your work so that you are able to go and make these sort of changes. So that's why I really like in all my designs, I'm always just adding pages so that I can, copy and paste things there and just, keep track of my work. So what you would do to make it into a mobile digital invite is you would just grab everything, okay, from the original design where everything is movable and you haven't flattened it yet, and you would just copy it. Then you'd go to create a new design, And we're going to go with the size, custom size, 1080 by 1920 pixels, which is the size, of an Instagram story. That's what we want to do, yeah. Otherwise, yeah, presentation mobile. So it's the mobile size. So we want to go there, and you can actually do this first prior to actually pasting things down. It's up to you. And you just paste in your design there. And then what you're going to do is you're going to obviously have to move things around and resize them to be able to make sure that everything, looks good. Okay, so we'll leave it at that for the purpose of today's tutorial. And so what you're going to do now is exactly what we did with the printable version. So we're just going to add a page, and we are going to grab our text here, and we're just going to move it onto this blank page. And then we are going to, and then we are going to flatten this design here so it is also not movable and no one can extract the individual elements. So it's the exact same process of what we just did. And then that's it. You would go through the entire process, and then you would also, once you're happy with the design, you'd once again go grab the template link, and you would pop that into the thank you downloadable PDF file for Etsy. So I just want to show you an example of the girl version of this invite that I have made, and this is what it's going to look like as a mobile digital invite. So it fits perfectly on a mobile device on the screen there. And I'm just showing you some of my listing pictures as well. Just so you can get a feel for, what to include in your mock-up listing images. And it's as simple as that. So this type of mobile invite, this is not printable. This is just digital, and you send it, your customers will send it via text message, social media messages, emails. This is a digital version. The first one that we went through was a printable, editable version.
If you want a full tutorial on how to list these on Etsy, how to fill out your listing description, and where to upload it inside Etsy, check out this video here. And if you love this video, hit that like button and subscribe.